today's video, we will discuss about UX load. In almost every product discussion, I get this question that how can we reduce our number of clicks? Reason, people have this notion that reducing number of clicks leads to a better user experience, or if I say so, more number of clicks equal to bad user experience. But how correct is this notion? Does number of clicks really matters for a better user experience? And if it does, then up to what extent? To answer this question, we have to see the evolution of internet. In the early 2000s, when internet was a new thing, people were not really accustomed to it and they used to think before making a click. Reason was simple. First, lack of trust in technology, and second, they were also not familiar. They were in an exploratory phase where they were not sure that what a click might land them to. So they used to think before making a click. But with the expansion of technology, with the introduction of iPhones, smartphones, digital has become a part of our life now. We interact with these technology on a day-to-day basis. Even a 7-year-old kid, they perform their homework on iPads. So given that clicking is not a big deal now. If you will notice this transition, it is quite interesting. Over the period of time, clicking has increased exponentially, but something else has decreased. That is thinking. Thinking has reduced drastically. In terms of load, if we'll calculate, clicking is almost effortless as compared to thinking or decision making. So given the current scenario, click only is not the right metrics to judge a user experience. Rather, the right question is whether the experience simple enough, intuitive enough for a user to make a click without thinking. Now the question comes that how can we make the experience simple? The answer is by reducing UX loads. So there are primarily 3 types of UX loads: visual load, motor load, and the most spoken and most famous, cognitive load. Let's understand visual load. A user faces visual load when there are multiple things in a user's view frame with equal or same visual weightage. Due to this excessive information, the user might miss on the relevant information and takes longer time to process it. Due to this load, we are not able to find out what are the things which will help us to move forward. For example, hidden CTAs, that is your call to actions, your buttons being hidden in the plethora of information provided on that particular screen. Next is motor load. Motor load is associated with manual actions such as swiping, scrolling, clicking. So the click that we were discussing or we are discussing, that is a part of motor load. Next is cognitive load. Cognitive load is associated with 2 things: memory and thinking. It is the mental effort required to process and store new set of information. Cognitive overload happens when you receive so much of information that your brain requires extra effort to process that set of information, which sometimes leads to frustration and compromised decision making. If we have to rank these loads in terms that how they impact user experience, the biggest culprit is cognitive load, followed by visual load, and the last motor load. These were the 3 major UX load. It is not practical to remove all the 3 loads from the system, but definitely we should try to optimize these loads. Cognitive load being the biggest culprit should be minimized the most. Therefore, if it means that we have to increase number of steps or clicks, that is a motor load, in order to minimize thinking, we should go for it.